Hello. Today we're disassembling the ASUS ExpertBook P1 for a repair guide. Before starting, ensure that you back up your files. Also, have all parts ready. First, check the safety precautions in the ASUS support manual. Next, take proper ESD precautions and power off the laptop. Loosen the 4 screws. Follow the instructions to pry open the bottom case. Slightly lift and pry open the bottom case with a plastic blade. Pry the bottom case until it detaches. Remove the bottom case. For 50W battery, apply a new battery sponge when replacing the bottom case. For 63W battery, also apply a new battery sponge when replacing the bottom case. Attach it as shown. Install the bottom case, aligning it with the upper side. Next, assemble the bottom case until it clicks into place. Fasten the 4 screws to secure it. Tear off the con mylar. Push the iron sheet. To avoid damage, disconnect the red cable first, then the black cable. To prevent a short circuit or shock, connect the black cable first, then use the plastic blade to connect the red cable. Push the iron sheet to secure the connector. Use a new con mylar to cover the battery connector. Remove the screw. Remove it at an angle of less than 15 degrees. Remove the thermal pad. Place the thermal pad next to the slot. Align and install the SSD at an angle of less than 15 degrees. Press down and secure it with the screw. Remove the screw. Remove the SSD at an angle of less than 15 degrees. Remove the SSD pad. Place the SSD pad next to the slot. Align and install the SSD at an angle of less than 15 degrees. Press down and secure it with the screw. Unlock and remove the RAM modules. If your device has 32 GB RAM, please apply the MBDDR absorber before installing the RAM. Insert the RAM at a 30 degrees angle, then press down until it clicks. Install another RAM module the same way. Remove the screw, then remove the Wi-Fi bracket. Disconnect the RF connectors. Remove the WLAN card at an angle of less than 15 degrees. Insert the WLAN card at an angle of less than 15 degrees. It is recommended to press down the WLAN card and secure its screw first, then connect the RF connectors. Then remove the screw and put the Wi-Fi bracket. Lastly, fasten the screw again. Push down to release the battery brackets on both sides of the battery. Remove the battery. Carefully peel back the tape with a plastic blade. Carefully turn over the battery. Remove the tape. Remove the battery cable. Carefully turn over the battery and connect the battery cable. Then flip it back. Attach the bat acetate tape as shown. Ensure the tape is properly attached, then turn it over. Attach and wrap it. Install the lock bracket on both the left and right sides. Align and install the battery into the system. Push up the bracket to lock the battery. Remove the con mylar. Disconnect the speaker connector. Remove the tapes. Release the cable from the grooves. Remove the speaker. Align and install the speaker with the positioning pins. Route the cable into the grooves from right to left. Please reattach the tape that was removed earlier. Connect the speaker connector. Use a new con mylar to cover the connector. Disconnect both connectors of the IOFFC. Remove the IOFFC. Remove the 4 screws. Remove the I/O board with the I/O bracket. Remove the I/O bracket. Install the I/O bracket. Align and install the I/O board. Fasten the 4 screws. Connect the new IOFFC to the I/O board. Remove the release paper and attach it to the keyboard module. Connect the FFC to the main board. Ensure the IOFFC is flat. Detach the antenna cable from the mounting clips. Remove the line tape. Disconnect the cable. Remove the 3 screws. Remove the fan. Align and install the fan. Fasten the screws. Connect the fan cable. Please reattach the tape that was removed earlier. Route the RF cables into the mounting clips. Remove the screws in reverse numerical order. Carefully lift the thermal module from the green area to remove it. Align and install the thermal module with the screw holes. Fasten the 5 screws in numerical order. Disconnect the IO-FFC. Remove the con mylar. Disconnect the FPFFC and TPFFC. Remove the sponge. Then disconnect the keyboard FFC. Next, disconnect the EDP cable. Remove all screws on the main board. Remove the I/O bracket. Carefully lift up and remove the main board. Align and install the main board. Ensure the cables are not pinched under the main board. Install the I/O bracket. Fasten the 8 screws. Connect the IO-FFC. Connect the FPFFC and TPFFC. Prepare a new con mylar and attach it as instructed. Connect the keyboard FFC. Use a new sponge to cover the connector. Also, connect the EDP cable. Secure the cable loop with tape. Move the antenna cable away from the mounting clips. Open the lid and hang it over the edge of the workspace. Remove the 3 screws from both hinges. Carefully separate the LCD module. Align and assemble the LCD module and keyboard module. Do not pinch the cables. Secure the hinge with screws. Align the metal ring and secure it with the screw. Fasten the screws on the other hinge as well. Return to the workspace and close the lid. Route the antenna cables into the clips. Disconnect FPF-FC and remove it. Disconnect TP-FFC and remove it. Remove the bat screw mylar. Remove the TP conductive tapes. Remove the 3 screws. Lift up the keyboard module, then remove the touchpad. Assemble the touchpad module. Secure it with the 3 screws. Prepare 2 new TP conductive tapes. Attach to the right position as marked in red. Then attach the other one to the left side as shown. Apply the bat screw mylar to cover the screws. Connect the FPF-FC. Attach it properly. Connect the TP-FFC. Ensure the FFC is attached properly. If you need to replace the keyboard module, please follow the repair flow. Use a plastic blade to pry off the bezel cap. Insert a plastic card to separate the bottom bezel. Continue separating the right bezel. Separate the top bezel. Separate the left bezel. Separate the bottom bezel. If the adhesive is strong, use a plastic blade to loosen the edges. Remove the LCD bezel. Prepare a new bezel adhesive top and apply it to the top bezel. Also prepare a new bezel adhesive down and attach it as shown. Prepare 2 pieces of bezel adhesive RL. Follow the instructions to attach them to the left and right bezels. Remove release papers. Align the bottom of the lid with the LCD bezel. Press to secure the hinge cap until it clicks. Continue pressing the bezel until it clicks into place. Remove the screws from both hinges. Remove the hinges. Align the screw holes to assemble hinge L. Align the screw holes to assemble hinge R. Secure the hinges with screws. Pull out the LCD adhesive at a 30 degrees angle from the bottom corner of the panel. Hold the pull tab firmly, then roll it up and pull it off completely. Remove the LCD adhesive on the other side in the same way. Move the cable away from the grooves on the bottom of the LCD cover. Carefully lift the LCD panel out of the cover and flip it over. Peel off the transparent tape covering the EDP connector. Open the loop. Disconnect the EDP cable to separate the LCD panel. Prepare new LCD panel adhesive. Align and attach the LCD panel adhesive to the LCD cover. Also attach the LCD panel adhesive to the other side. First, follow the instructions to attach the 4 white Mylar sheets for proper alignment. And attach the 2 black Mylar sheets. Remove the release paper. Flip the LCD panel over. Connect the EDP cable to the LCD panel. Ensure the EDP cable is properly connected. Assemble and align the LCD panel to the LCD cover. Lastly, remove the 6 alignment Mylar sheets. Route the EDP cable into the grooves. Remove the hinge acetate tape. Release the EDP cable. Peel off the tape, securing the cable. Slide the plastic blade right to separate the camera. Remove the camera. Disconnect the EDP cable from the camera. Remove the rubbers from camera. Attach the rubbers to the camera. Connect the camera cable to the camera. Install the camera module. Tidy up the cable and secure the camera cable with its tape. Route the camera cable into the grooves on the LCD cover as shown. Prepare a new Hinge acetate tape. Attach it to secure the cable. Lastly, ensure the cable is properly routed. Remove the Hinge acetate tape. Release the Wi-Fi antenna cable. Peel off the copper foil. Use a plastic blade to remove the Wi-Fi antenna. If you need to replace the LCD cover, please also replace the antenna module. Align the notch and positioning grooves to install the Wi-Fi antenna. Peel off the release paper from the copper foil and attach it firmly. Route the RF cables into the grooves as shown. Apply the Hinge acetate tape. Lastly, remove all the heat shrink tubes. If you need to replace the LCD cover, please follow the repair flow. If you need additional help, please contact the service center. Welcome to subscribe to ASUS support channel. Like the video or share your comments below. We are happy to provide you with more useful information.